Assalamualaikum and hi to Medium and everyone. We are from Group 16. My group members are B02 Nurul Anisha binti Muhammad Zaidi, B34 Nurul Syuhada binti Muhammad Arba'in, B64 Atira Wardina binti Azmi Saufi, and B65 Sheikh Muhammad Alif Haikal bin Sheikh Muhammad R. Our title for the assignment is Was Lost at Kelantan in 2014. I want to present the introduction part first. Floods are natural occurrences in areas inhabited by humans. Rain, rivers, high tides on the beach or sea, groundwater overflows and damaged artificial systems are factors in areas affected by flood disaster. There are many effects of the incident including the destruction of housing and infrastructure, life and daily activities of residents affected, destruction of service network and disruption of service and commercial activities in Kuala Krai. Based in the graph, in 2004, the number of floods recorded was 7 and increased to 14 floods in 2005, which occurred in Kelantan. Subsequently, in 2006, the number of flood incidents decreased to 4 cases and increased again to 14 cases in 2007, same as in 2005. 9 flood incidents were recorded in 2008 and increased sharply to 20 flood incidents in 2009. In 2010, the record of flood incident has decreased to 1 case and increased again in 2011, which is 14 cases. The number of flood cases in 2012 was the same as in 2010. 1 case was recorded. In 2013, the number of flood incidents did not increase much, which was 4 incidents and increased to 6 flood incidents in 2014.
First, let me introduce myself. My name is Atira Wardina binti Azmi Saufi. My matrix number is 289541 and my attendance list number is B64. So today I'm going to present to you about the worst flood at Kuala Krai, Kelantan in 2014. In 2014, there was a heavy rain that combined with the high tides have endangered the return of Bah Kuning yellow flood that was popularly termed by locals due to the increased mud content of the floodwaters. Why was it called Bah Kuning? Because of its high mud content in the flood and it becomes yellow of the flood color. And this was recorded as one of the worst flood that happened in Kelantan. And previously, there was 2 years, which is 1927 and 1967. There was happened that flood natural disaster in Kelantan also. But 2014 case was considered as the worst in Kelantan history. Also, this 2014 case was the largest recorded flood in history of Kelantan and even considered to be tsunami-like disaster. This flood was preceded by more than a week of continuous rainfall, which resulting in a heavy raining period from December 14 to December 19 in 2014, where the rivers exceeded dangerous level by December 17. And this took a toll of 202,000 people that were displaced, their home got destroyed and badly damaged in the state. And there were 13 people died. So only Hospital University Science Malaysia was the only fully functional hospital there, and some of the victims have to rush to other hospital and even have to flown to Kelang Valley and the University Science Malaysia Hospital HUSM in Kota Baru, where they have to receive and manage cases from hospital all around Kelantan because of this flood. This resulted in huge losses of millions of dollars in Malaysia due to infrastructure damage, property damage, crop loss, disruption of day-to-day activities, and healthcare costs are all factors to consider. So that's why it was one of the worst case in Kuala Krai, Kelantan in the year 2014.
Peril and hazard. Peril is defined as the cause of loss. Common perils that cause loss to property include flood, windstorm and tornado. Loss are the cause of people homes being destroyed and floods are also referred as peril. A hazard is a condition that causes or increases the frequency or severity of loss. Rainy weather or monsoon season is a hazard for floods that occur in Kuala Krai, Kelantan.
Pure risk is the risk that cannot be controlled and is either total loss or not loss at all. Flood is considered unsafe if it happens in an area inhabited by humans and has the potential to inflict damage and loss of property, as well as impact on health, injury and deaths. The flood that devastated Kelantan state in December 2014 was severe flood that resulted in flood losses in terms of life loss, injuries sustained, infrastructure destruction, and others.
Hello everyone, my name is Nisha binti Muhammad Zaidi. My SICO number is B02. So today I'm going to present for the part of 2.3, which is non-diversifiable risk. Non-diversifiable risk also can be called as systematic risk and market risk. And this risk will affect the entire market and cannot be eliminated through the diversification. Usually it will involve the asset and liability. For example, the worst flood in Kuala Krai at 2014 had damaged the home and real estate in the area. This will make the value of the real estate will be plummeted, so it will affect the entire of the market. Next is 2.4, which is personal risk. This risk will affect directly to anything exposed to the risk of losing person or value. This risk might involve financial and insurance investment that you have made and taken. There are 4 types of major risks that involve. The first one is premature death, old age, unemployment, and poor health. Based on the flood cases in 2014 that occurred in Kuala Krai, for the risk of premature death involved, 22 years old Amran, who did not have any illness, had died when he was swept away by the flood water.
Property risk is the danger of property damaged or destroyed due to a variety of factors. Property risk is divided into 2. First, direct loss, and second, indirect loss. Indirect loss is financial loss caused by physical damage to property. In Kuala Krai, flood damage affect house structure, house content, vehicle, livestock losses, and other damage. Indirect loss is financial loss happen indirectly as a result of direct physical damage. Flood victims have to withdraw their own savings to clean, repair, and overhaul property affected by severe flood in Kuala Krai, Kelantan. The Malaysia government also announced that RM800 million has been allotted for repair infrastructure in Kuala Krai, Kelantan.
So the next part of the slide is 2.6, which is about technique for managing risk. So first, how to manage this risk of to reduce loss from flood cases. First, building dams can be determined under the loss prevention, which their function is to associate reservoirs are built to help with flood protection and management, where they can reduce from the flood to happen in the worst way possible. Secondly, cleaning up the drainage, sewers, and pipes in houses, areas, and public spaces from clogging are quite simple things that can do to reduce the impact of this flood and can be classified under the loss reduction. And third is building a new building or unit on a higher elevation that can prevent flood damage as the loss avoidance, so that the buildings are not exposed to the rising water.
Finally, I will make the summary. Extreme weather is expected to worsen in the wake of climate change related to the occurrence of floods and other hazards. Although Malaysia is accustomed to floods every year during the monsoon season, it still needs continuous improvement to face severe floods that can cause disaster throughout the state, especially the state that is prone to floods, namely Kuala Krai, Kelantan. There are statistical tests conducted, namely correlation test and chi-square, to analyze flood conditions such as water depth, flood frequency, and river development. Flood mitigation can prevent major floods and also reduce the amount of river water so that the risk of severe floods is overcome. Thank you, that's all from my group.